What the fuck is happening within the YouTube skeptic and atheist community? Lately, it seems that many of the so-called skeptics now seem to be more concerned with pushing their own particular political agenda or social ideology rather than debunking religious nonsense or disproving junk science. There are rare exceptions though. People such as Telltale Atheist and his evil minion Alpha Force Zero, Rorschach Justice, Chocolate Hat, and Professor Stick. But where the hell are the giants of yesteryear? It's been over a year since the living dinosaur uploaded any new content. 5 months have passed since Discern 4's last batch of new content. It's been 2 years since we last heard from 43 Alley. And over a year for a non-stamp collector. And apart from a Patreon announcement a year ago, it's been 5 years since Evidence has given us any new content. Now I know that people get tired and bored with producing videos and that real life must come first. But given what is currently passing itself as skepticism and atheism on YouTube these days, we really could use these voices back again. Fortunately, not all the old guard have left. Dusty Smith from the Cult of Dusty is back producing new works. Bionic Dance is still fighting the good fight, as is Aaron Raw. Thunderfoot is still here going after junk science and scam artists. That is, when he's not engaged in a mutual pissing match with Sagan Avocado. Dark Matter 2525 is still creating outstanding content. So much so that he is the only person that I support on Patreon each month. If there is one voice of reason that I truly miss the most and dearly wish would return, it is the one and only Philhellens. It has been 5 long years since he released his last video, Dust That Sings. A powerful and deep piece of work, which one could almost call religious, if such a term wasn't so repugnant and insulting in the extreme. I've been listening to his works again lately, not just watching, but listening, really listening to him. And although it's been 5 long years since his last release, his works are just as powerful, meaningful, and insightful today as they were when I first heard them. He has one of those calming voices that you get lost in while he spins such wondrous worlds of rationality. It is almost spiritual in nature. Videos such as Science Saved My Soul, Spank Your Monkey, Through These Godless Eyes, Speculum, and Why Didn't Somebody Tell Me, just to name a few, that when I first heard them, I was left speechless and with a deep sense of awe and wonder, as I realized that finally, after long last, somebody was able to put into words all the thoughts and ideas that have been rattling around in my brain for the last 40 years. Thoughts and ideas that I sadly lack the ability to express or articulate clearly. Although it may be a wee bit romantic to say it, Philhellens was and still is the poet laureate of rationalism, skepticism, and yes, atheism, our William Shakespeare, so to speak. And in light of recent events around the world and here within our own skeptic atheist community, we badly need his voice even more today than we did in the past.
If we could have witnessed the formation of our sun and its planets from clouds of gas and dust, it would have looked a little like this. The colours and lighting are exaggerated to allow you to see details you couldn't have seen with your naked eye from this distance, but the greatest exaggeration by far concerns the passage of time. If you'd like to make the simulation more realistic, get comfortable, pause the video, and stare at that one frame for 1,000 years while the chair beneath you and the building around you crumble. And then do the same with the next frame, and the next 1,000 frames, And when you see a glow at the center of the swirling cloud, you only have about another 10 million years before that glow can truly be called a star. But don't go looking for Earth just yet. You wouldn't recognize the old place, and even if you did, it'd be another 100 million years before it'd be cool enough to set foot on it. But let's say we stick around as the planet cools and it rains comets, and we watch the steaming oceans rise, drop by drop, underneath a black sky. It will be another 500 million years before we notice bacteria on the surface of the water. 500 million years by the water's edge. That's long enough for the wind to erode mountains, for the moon to drift seemingly out of reach, for the rocky shoreline to become sand. More than enough time, I think, to reveal the prospect of eternal existence as the fool's dream that it always was.
Philhellens, wherefore art thou?